Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New York Jets. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So the new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
After years of flirting with the idea, the four-time MVP finally found his way out of Green Bay this offseason, guiding himself to the Jets. We know he's already a Hall of Fame lock, but this is a chance to add one more crowning achievement to his resume.
Rodgers going to come out throwing. And incomplete to open things up. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, Rodgers completes it to Hardman, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. But Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often, because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep, that's when you're in big trouble.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft in his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
Last year we got the Trevor Lawrences, so many tabbed to be the savior of the Jaguars. He broke 4,000 yards for the first time and threw 25 touchdown passes and guided his team to the playoffs. This young man, he's been good since the first time he picked up a ball in Youth League. They expect nothing less from him again this season.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Lawrence will throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, Charles, look, and this is probably a harbinger of things to come. He's got such trust in his tight end, and they're on back-to-back plays. We're seeing that on display.
And when they have that kind of trust, they're not as worried about what the coverage is because they feel like they know each other so well. They'll make the subtle move downfield, and the ball will end up in the right spot. And by the way, partner, what's harbinger mean? Help me out.
Well, you're the one that taught me that a few years ago, so I'll have to lean on you for that. I'm just hoping it fit into the sentence correctly.
I must have got it from my word of the day calendar on my desk.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it off. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 7.
Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
ETN up the middle.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. Now Lawrence to throw.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar 1st.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Again, it's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
Johnson. is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And New York set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now Rodgers.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Jets will take over. The New York set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Uzama. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Rodgers going to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Throwing is Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds here. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Cook will take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up. 1st and 10.
At their own 26.
Now Lawrence
finds his tight end Ingram. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
from the 32-yard line now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's great seeing that type of run from Etienne. And look, I know we couldn't consider him for Rookie of the Year last year, but it really was his rookie season since an injury cost him all of 2021. And he looked like a Rookie of the Year, 9th in the NFL with over 1,100 yards for a surging Jaguars offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Lawrence.
Dancing to his left.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the counter, Etienne.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And one more time, here's Kirk.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground with Etienne.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Etienne on the toss right.
And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 13-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence.
Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Once more, ETN.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, it's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
They'll look to Etienne to start things out.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Draw play, Etienne.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt.
Here's Hardman to return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Rodgers now to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Now it's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Back to the ground, Cook. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. World knotted up at 14. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's 3rd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And New York set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Rodgers throwing to start the drive. Open man is Uzama, and he goes out right around the 39. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And his throw here's incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Rodgers.
Room to maneuver at the 35. Loose inside the 30.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Allen Lazard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Now ETN to start the drive. 83 yards now for ETN, and he's got a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence.
Screenplay. Here's ETN.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Lawrence will throw.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Out of the gun now on third down. Now he's forced out right, and he gets it down to the 32. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
The Jags' new kicker for 2023, Brandon McManus, on for the field goal.
This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. New York set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. Maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Back to throw. Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard.
That's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now Lawrence on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at the 20. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
McManus now for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rodgers. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. And even 50 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Back to throw. Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal.
This from 32 yards away. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 24 all.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, our field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And able to find Kirk complete.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2, just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands, and yes, indeed, they pick up the 1st down.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Etienne up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Another tote for Etienne. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Let's go.
On first down, Lawrence.
Caught by Jones.
And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. The first and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Back to throw. Lawrence. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 13 yards out.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Now McManus for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. New York ready to go again offensively. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Rodgers to throw on second down.
Throwing quickly to Wilson.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Rodgers now on first down. Now he steps away. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To throw is Rodgers.
Taken in left side, it's Wilson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, he has been the featured receiver on this drive. They've looked his way a number of times. Why not get it to him on 3rd down? And they do. And they're able to keep this drive moving.
First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Six yards left on second down.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Jets are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's fourth down.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on fourth down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do them much good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from a yard out.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the fourth. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with a Jet touchdown.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now
comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. So a change of possession here on the punt. And New York set to take the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wilson's got it complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On play action, Rodgers. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
The red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. Rodgers now on first down. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out, and we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
You want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Zerline now for the PAT.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Lawrence. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Logan Cook now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Allen Lazard and the Jets set to go back on offense.
When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They run again on 1st down. Cook into the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Adam Gotsis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That play was hard to see. One play goes wrong, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and very long when they had been in 2nd and inches.
Yeah, I know you like the idea of taking a shot on 2nd and inches, but you can't take a sack for that big of a loss.
That's the one thing you cannot do. They gave it up, and now they're way behind the chains. Good luck with this next play call.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 23.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. It's complete to Jones. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Etienne once more. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off
the play fake. He'll look to throw. Got a man. That's Lazard. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.
An excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.